Hello, welcome to Mystic Frequency. I'm Lisa. I will be your collective tarot reader here today on January 19th, 2026. But no matter when this reading finds you, there's a message here that was meant to speak to you or someone that may be within your field of vision that has influence on your energy, not in a negative way, not necessarily so. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday. Thank you for making it another trip around the world. We want you to know in this channel, you are safe, you matter, and you deserve to celebrate. In my last reading, I got a comment that talked about putting timestamps in my collective readings. I normally do that for my pick-a piles and never thought to do that for my collective readings. So thank you for that suggestion. I could see why it would be beneficial to put a timestamp, especially when in the beginning of the intro, I say the same thing. I greet and then talk about the day and the shout outs. So please, if you are ready to jump into the reading, you're more than welcome to use the description box below. The only other thing that I can talk about for my disclaimer is always remember, you are in charge of your life. You have the will in your hands at all times. And whatever is revealed, if you notice that it is not resonating, do not take that in a negative way. This was just meant for another person, but it was brought to your attention. There was something in it that you needed to listen to. So without further ado, the last thing, because I know I said that was going to be the last thing, but I feel like it's very important. So I am not able to give professional advice. So if I reveal something, that is me channeling something from the spiritual realm, the guides, the people that look after you, look after me, and I reveal from personal experience if I have been through a similar situation that is being revealed and how I've overcame it, or just mere suggestions on how to work and go through these. But ultimately, the choice is yours. You still have ultimate options that are ultimate. You have infinite options that are around you at all times. But let's go ahead and get into this reading. So let's start off with your affirmation. I am powerful. You're feeling really strong right now. At least your guides want you to see your strengths and how everything you touch, everything that you are trying to manifest currently is through the efforts of your own power alone. Yes, we want to be in a mystical world all the time, and what your true skill here is being able to do that in the physical realm where you are very powerful, where you are able to pick something up and harness it as if it's your own power. Like, you may hear people say, I find power when I'm out in nature, or I find power when I'm under the moon. Those kinds of things are what help you feel very motivated, feel very, very spiritual too. So think about something that you have around you that makes you feel like you have a lot of courage, that makes you want to stand your ground if it's next to you. But ultimately, your guides want you to see that you have all of the necessary energy that you would possibly need in order to make a difference in your life. And this little lock keeps falling and just traveling all over my board. So it makes me feel as if you're trying to unlock something within you that would benefit you greatly. And you may feel as if you're weak and you're not able to overcome this, but you can. You have the power to overcome any kind of setback, any kind of delay, any kind of disgruntled individual that may try to take advantage of your energy. Like, you have the ability to set clear boundaries and stay back if you need to. What is a self-care advice that would benefit you? Step outside for fresh air. Yes. When you find that your house or your home or your abode is feeling dark, that it's just, you can feel the air really thick, and it's almost like it's trying to tell you, open up the windows, open up the doors, allow for that fresh air to come in so you can release any kind of old air out and it go back to where it came from. But if you've been stuck at home, find ways to step outside today, even if that means sitting on your porch or going for a small walk. But I feel like this is what's going to really benefit you here, is allowing for fresh air so that way you can collect your thoughts, so you can get your body moving. It's just a lot of good things for your heart. But let's see what your animal guides have to say. Frog, prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. Yes, look at how these frogs are. They're looking towards their past, they're looking towards their future, and they're also looking into the present moment of where they currently are. And this frog finds itself on a Y branch. So it's trying to find things that would make it more sturdy, that would help it be able to hold on to the things that it's trying to grow and build and not lose it. And frogs in my other tarot deck that I have talk about being able to, when you feel like you're drying out, to return to the water, so that way you may rejuvenate your skin, rejuvenate your body. And some of these frogs have different colors on them, and in the animal kingdom, a brightly colored frog shows that it may be very poisonous. Or there have even been frogs who have adapted to the poisonous frogs that are not poisonous themselves, so they avoid detection. And that may be one of your skills that throws people off, is when you are around them, they're not sure if there's something going on, if you are what you seem to be. It's like having these external features around you that make you look tough, but on the inside, you're someone who's just trying to find ways to feel prosperous, feel strong, and feel like you are in control. That you can allow your mind to refresh itself. All right, we have dragon, supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Master is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Yes. So anytime you decide that you want a specific image, if you can form it in your mind, then you are already one step closer to obtaining the image that you are trying to create. And in order to shapeshift, you have to look at the cycles that you are in. You have to look at the environment that would either benefit this mold or this shift and change. And either A, wait till the time is right, or B, take advantage of this moment that is being collected around you. But dragons, they protect things that are very dear and close to them. They have a lot of treasures that they don't want just random strangers to just walk through a cave and take from them. And you may have had to be that powerful dragon, the one that has all the prosperity, the one that has had all the money. And you're trying to protect that from people who would undermine it or not use it for the right things, is what I'm hearing. But look how beautiful this dragon is. Anytime it comes out, I'm always in awe. And in this background, it looks like Zero. I'm not gonna lie. From oh gosh, Nightmare Before Christmas. So, what could be traveling with you? Is there a pet that you have, a family fur baby that gives you a source of strength where you're able to relax? Maybe even take your fur baby or your loved one from another genetic species out for fresh air today. They might enjoy it. And some of y'all are probably like, it is January. I am not bringing my gecko outside. It might help you with your insurance, though. That is not a... I'm not collaborating with them. I'm just saying I love jokes. But, oh, there's another dragon right here in this background. So look at all the different ways that Spirit really tries to change and shape the things that are within grasp. So the wind, it's able to mold itself. It's able to swiftly move through a breeze and create these clouds and these auroras that we see right here. It's like you have the ability to become whatever it is that you want to be. And if you did not think that the current you was strong enough, your guides are saying, yes, you are. You are strong enough to do this. This card keeps coming out. Came out yesterday. Okay, goose. Inner knowing. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. Yes, you know you have somewhere you need to be going. There's this destination that you have in your mind, and it is calling you forth. It is, your soul is leading you, and it's just trying to get you to see that you are not going to be alone while you are changing, while you are trying to take all of these opportunities that are revealing themselves and holding them closely. People are not going to leave you behind because you leave the nest. But you will be blessed. You just have to believe that you can fly, or even leap into these opportunities as well. But let's see what you have at the central focus. And you did have 2 cards today. So let's go ahead and talk about the 5 of Swords and the King of Wands in reverse. So there's a situation around you that someone has been not using wise solutions or they haven't been thinking very wise about how they have been approaching others. So the King of Wands is the type of person, when he is upright, he is someone that knows how to motivate others in their potential and really show others how to delegate tasks out fairly. So he can spend the majority of his time working on the things that not most others can do. It's what his skill set. It's like his skill job. This is what he says he can do. And this can be someone that is at work, or this can even be someone that is just around your field in such a way. Or you can even say, is this something that I am personifying that is coming from within me? And my guides are trying to help me see this. But this King of Wands has this ability to cause and create more conflict than necessary, and ends up hurting people in the process. Not every solution to a problem requires cruel words or holding off your ability to be receptive to other people's thoughts, people's opinions. It's like this person doesn't allow another opinion to come through. And this can be difficult to be around someone who has all this fire energy that is behind them, backing them. And there have been people that have left this situation, this position previously before. And it's like, you're next up. What are you going to use in order to tackle this situation? And you have one sword in your hand, which makes me think of the Ace of Swords. So there's this opportunity to think differently about the situation. You can either face the winds, face the battle, face the fire itself, or you can think how to deal with this kind of character more clearly. Right now, the vines are wrapped, so you can't really depend on what is currently around you. So you're having to look to the stars for some support. You're having to look to your guides to really answer, how do I deal with this situation? And you cannot come into this with any kind of previous. This isn't something that, yes, you can say that you have experienced this before, but your guides are wanting you to see that no, this is not something you have experienced before, because you're trying to bring a past memory or situation that you have thought of before that may have worked in the past, but it is not going to work with this individual or this circumstance that is here. King of Wands, they like for people to be able to not try to take all of the burdens, the tasks, the jobs that you're supposed to perform. They don't want you to take that all on your own, because it will make others feel as if they don't have anything to work on, or that you are just trying to take the job from them. And it causes a lot of friction here. And you may be someone that has been used to this kind of this conflict that constantly occurs, because you just tend to use your power. That's just something that you're really good at. You pick up things that other people cannot pick up. And you're just able to change your mind, because we have this shapeshift. You're able to change your mind in order to really align. It's like you're the only person that can approach this King of Wands when it is enraged with almost like this soft gaze, because this looks like a soft gaze here. And you're just trying to help them find stability with their own power and their own energy. And you're trying to make the best of both worlds here, honestly. But your focus here is, sometimes it's best to walk away from a confrontation if someone cannot notice how they are burning the bridges that are around them by being this negative King of Wands in reverse. And it could be the other thing that I am getting from this focus that your guides are wanting to talk about is, if you have been preventing yourself from stepping into a leadership role because you were scared of having to have courageous conversations where you have to actually tell people, hey, this is, and you don't want to come off wrong, especially if you're stepping into this. It's like you want to start off with a good, you don't want to lower morale, is what I'm hearing. And there's some people that are very prickly. People that really test your buttons and test your ability to be able to calmly regenerate from this situation, because the King of Wands has all of these salamanders in the back, and causing conflict and staying a part of the problem or staying a part of the issue when there are no solutions on the table to be used. It is much better to just go ahead and walk away, step outside for fresh air. And even if it feels like this person may have took the power away from you, you still hold all the power in your hands. There's just things that need to be dropped and let go so you can start over with a fresh slate. Okay, yeah. Okay, heart of the matter. I was wondering if the Emperor was going to come out. So this is Big Boss. This is much smaller boss here. And it's like there is a conflict between these two individuals that are fighting for control. They're fighting for a seat on this throne. And you somehow got stuck in the middle of it, of who do you think is the boss here? Who do you think should have authority over this? And they're almost like they're taking it out on the people that are below them, trying to see, well, look, I've got this person on my side and they're willing to fight for me and all my causes. And then This person over here is like, well, I've got people who don't care about the words that they say. They say them anyways just to get the job done. And that's how they're able to move through the department or whatever the case may be. I really hope that's not the case here when you have the Emperor and the King of Wands together. But it's almost like this person is, it's like if you have a big manager meeting coming through and there's like a boss over a boss over a boss. So everybody's tense. Everybody feels like they're having to fight something. They don't know what they're fighting. It's like, do we need to vacuum the sand outside? Or do we need to pick up the previous battles from our our people that we are supposed to follow and be led by? It's like walking into something that you didn't mean to walk in on, and you're thinking about it and how you could have best dealt with the situation. It's like maybe you did try to present yourself as this King of Wands, and this Emperor says, no, you're not ready for this. If you really want to be a leader or a role model, you have to be able to control your actions. And you have to be able to have people on your side with you, not against you, not with your backs away from each other. And you have to be okay with letting go of your tasks that you have already accomplished or are no longer a part of your role. It's not meant for you to keep working at that same level. You are now in another level, and they want you to see that. So the subconscious, we have the Six of Wands. Yes. In the back of your mind, you're wanting to talk about this thing that you have overcame, this sense of victory. And it's like you wanted to go to this person right here, and it's like you didn't get acknowledged for what it is that you had to fight. And then at the heart of the matter, you're like, well, okay, if you don't want to acknowledge what just happened, then I'm going to go to the Emperor. It's like you're wanting to go through different chains of command here. But you did something. You overcame something, and you were feeling very powerful in this moment for doing this. Whether it had been standing up to this person, yes, you may start to have regrets and doubt and wonder if you went too far by holding your ground. But then at the heart of the matter, you realize for a leader to be a good leader, you have to celebrate your successes. You have to celebrate your victories. You have to see the good things that the people around you are doing and really give them a high five when they complete it. So that way they feel motivated to keep doing the same actions that they are doing day in and day out, because it can get very dull and boring when you are doing a task over and over and over again, and then there's like no sense of challenge. And you may want to challenge. You may be looking to this King of Wands, who is right now he's cut off and he's blocked, and he may be tied up with another boss. So don't take that hurtful if that is the case. Now, for a relationship, this is making me think that we have two strong, bold-headed individuals who like to have control in their world, control in their inspirations, their ability to expand themselves, and just be able to utilize their energy effectively. And then we have the Emperor here, and it's like this person is like with this person here is not letting you do the molding, the shape shifting, following your soul, knowing where you need to go. And you're trying to decide, do I need to say something about this, or is there a reason why this person is acting like this, like they have to have control of someone in some way? But your guides want you to take your power back. They want you to take your power back, and they don't want you to keep having to put yourself in the middle of conflict. And you will feel that you will be the bigger winner here by walking away. You'll be much more prosperous in being able to embrace change that comes by completely removing yourself from the battlefield. And that is your reading, guys. That was very short and simple. I know I could keep going on and on, but I kind of want this to be very quick and easy for y'all to digest and take in. But don't forget to step out for fresh air today, especially if you have a lot on your mind and you want someone to celebrate this victory. You want someone to communicate with about this. And your guides are wanting you to wait till this kind of settles down before you come in with this. Otherwise, you'll get hurt. You'll be hurt if you try to come in with a big win, because it doesn't feel like this is winning currently. But I'm going to go ahead and head off. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you enjoy content like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how I can improve the channel, or if y'all have any suggestions. I'm always open to feedback. And what else? And if you know someone that may be going through this, please share. Sharing is caring. But I'm going to go ahead and head out, guys. Bye.